And I'm very pleased to introduce Professor XiaoFeng Wang from Indiana University, the School of Informatics and Computing, who will tell us about the challenges and opportunities for cloud security. Thank you very much.
So, thanks, Jeffrey. I'm very happy to be here to give you this talk and about a new challenge and a new opportunity in cloud, and in terms of system security and privacy. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people believe cloud is the future. Why? Because it's offer ultra cost-effective computing platform, right? Today you go to Amazon EC2, you can buy computing power at a cost, just as low as 8 to 9 cents per CPU hour. But this benefit also come with some challenges. And when people put your data, when you put your data in the cloud, you may always asking whether my data is secure there, whether my data is in the in the right hand, right? You may worry about the content of your data will be compromised, and maybe someone who not supposed to looking into its content will steal your data, and these kind of things you don't want it to happen. But to prevent it is very difficult. Just for example, and this is what Amazon said, right? So basically, they will do their best to protect your privacy, but there are no guarantee whatsoever. And the cloud security, and there's no doubt cloud security is important, right? But in the meantime, and the people are always asking, is that a real interesting stuff? And because cloud essentially is just a huge distributed system. So people may ask, maybe cloud security is just extension of distributed system security and privacy, right? And looking at the different layer of the cloud, as the software on the software as a service layer, essentially we're talking about web security, right? And then platform as a service, so we're talking about database security and operating system security, all this kind of stuff, right? Then infrastructure service, just virtual machine security, and this kind of stuff have been studied for many, many years, right? So if I just talking about a conventional cloud security, essentially what I'm doing here is I just give you guys a big talk, just under those distributed system security and privacy, right? Which you can get from any textbook. And even in the research community and in the security privacy community, and there's a big debate on if cloud security is interesting, right? A lot of people have the feeling that cloud security is just a big excuse someone use to do the things they've been doing for many, many years, right? So, my opinion is a little bit different. I think indeed the cloud provide us some new challenge and a new opportunity. We can do something different. And so in this talk, instead of talking about those conventional distributed system security privacy, here I will emphasize on the those non-conventional and the unique part of cloud. We are talking about the new things cloud bring to us, and particularly on the recent work and we've been done and we are doing in this area. Hope you guys were enjoying that. And just as I mentioned. And we think cloud brings us a lot of new challenge and new opportunity, right? And just imagine, today people are trying to use cloud, use cloud to replace your desktop system, right? And if you have a program which run on your desktop, you want to replace it, and with something you can get from cloud, right? And but when you're doing this kind of stuff, for example, you want to replace Microsoft Word with Google Doc, right? So although these two pieces of program, and they are essentially doing the same things, but you always need to keep in mind they are different. They are very different, right? So you run and the Microsoft Word, everything is running in your desktop. But when you do editing and using Google Doc, only part of the programs is running in your computer. So to make this happen, the structure of the program will be changed. And this will bring some new security problem, which I'm going to talk about later. In the meantime, we believe cloud also can bring us a lot of new opportunities. Cloud is kind of a different kind of animal. It has many special features. It's designed for data-intensive computing. As long as the computation is simple, parallelizable, it can easily handle it, right? But and if we can take advantage of these new features, maybe it can help us to solve some old security problems which we cannot solve, in the conventional environment, right? So this will be focused on my talk. So in this talk, I'm going to present, two parts of the work we've done in the recent years. The first part, we are talking about the surprising new security challenge we discovered in the software as a service infrastructure. And we found it have some fundamental vulnerability. If you develop web application on the software as a service and in a way that you are developing desktop application, in many cases, you are getting into big trouble. It is very different from desktop application. I'm going to talk about these things, in this presentation. On the other hand, I'm going to show you if you use cloud in a right way, and taking advantage of its feature, then you can do something, just surprisingly good, right? And actually, I'm going to show you, and we use a special feature of the cloud. Actually, we come up with an approach that can help us to, to address an old security problem, the security alignment, which cannot be done effectively on the conventional desktop, environment. But if we do it right, we can do it more efficiently in the cloud.